Hot dogs, delightful yet nasty little tubes of meat. They can be traced back to the brothels of early 16th century France. Frequently eating on the fly, madams preferred this quick and easy meal. Some eager madams who'd misused their hot dogs gave rise to the saying, "hot dog down a hallway." The end of their shifts must have looked something like this. But enough about that. Let's see how they're made. Traditionally, hot dogs were made with pork, beef, and chicken. Today, they're made with cuts called mystery meat. This can include chicken vents, anuses, and other tasty sphincters. The sphincter mix is shoved into a dumpster. Then it's dumped into a large grinder. This ensures that every bite will have a piece of bone in it. QC spits any good bits onto the floor. Then it is fermented in used hospital bins. Here I will take on that familiar, "why did I eat that" flavor. Creamed chicken faces are added to the mystery mash. Then it is mixed with fillers for cheapness, salt to kill beak rot, and mustard to kill anus flavor. Different flavorings are used based upon regional preferences around the world. This batch is being flavored with sulfur for those who live in volcanic regions. Add just a dash of talcum powder because it should be a dry heat. Water is added because chicken faces tend to stick to the mixing blades. It also helps to keep the tendons moist and al dente. Corn syrup is added so that beak meal doesn't get stuck in your colon. This will also ensure that they leave just as many skid marks in your frying pan as they will in your underwear. Luckily for some, the high GMO content will lead to the growth of an extra arm on one's back, making it easier to wipe after eating one of these. Some of the mash is diverted to the schmutz tub where workers are invited to lounge during their breaks. This machine is called a binder. It wraps a plastic binding around each hot dog designed to keep them from sagging like a wet sock full of tapioca. This worker handles about 10,000 wieners per shift, not to mention all of the hot dogs that she handles. This raises some questions as to what's really going on in the schmutz tub. Now the hot dogs are drawn up and placed upon hangers. After a shower of dog food water, these hot dogs no longer look like a geriatric leg in a compression stocking. This wiener hatch reveals any that are hanging incorrectly. And this is just a gratuitous shot for the ladies. Now the hot dogs are fed into a scanner. This worker guides them in by hand. He uses lots of lube so he doesn't get wiener burn. The scanner checks for any hot dogs that might have become pregnant through the use of genetically modified ingredients. The downturned flap at the end of the machine puts a curve on each hot dog. This ensures that none of them will lie flat in your frying pan. Now any of the pregnant hot dogs are removed. They'll be kept in an incubator until they're developed enough to work in the factory. This machine checks their lengths and circumcises any that are too long. Finally, the hot dogs are packaged and ready for market. So fire up the grill and slap a wiener in your buns, and use lots of condiments because no one likes an asshole.